Well, let's see how the underdogs perform. We've both watched a lot of TyLoo, and we do love watching these players, but it's the question of whether they can compete against the best in the world. And really, regionally, they've been struggling, I feel like, a little bit, of course, against the likes of Lin Vision and the Mongols, especially to qualify for those big events, right? So that's the question mark that we need to figure out. Already the first kill goes the way of Nexa. Some aggression toward mid for G2, and Hooksy holding the line down B lane. They will give up the plant to TyLoo. Nico will hear that, obviously, give that information over to his teammates, and they'll play retake without a kit.
He's also got a little bit of alert going on, but it might all be null and void if all the players on the bomb site keep getting dealt with. There's Mercury, but he only finds one. So ZDR now left completely isolated. That bomb can just be stuck, and Nexa even just confirms it. Solid retake from G2.
Next is here with the M4. He's got Manizzi support in Donut with the FAMAS. Molotov will force him wide and actually choosing to play the Cubby instead. Manizzi tries his frag, and then Nico helps out as well. From that CT position, he actually gets two in the end. Nexa goes down. Bomb plant will be attempted. Then Nico just holds W and gets himself a third. Good work from ZDR. It's actually a 2 versus 2 here. Bomb can go down. Look at that. They're split across the map right now. There's a lurk through B, and actually both G2 rotators are coming in from Donut and Big Flank. ZDR needs to try and stay alive for as long as possible, but he can't. And now Mercury needs to get his skates on.
Drops in the site, and Mercury's here just in time. So there's every world in which he could swing and potentially deny, but Hunter's on the angle and it's not planted for him. That was the crucial gunfight. Doesn't quite pan out. It's interesting to see that we've got, in 2 rounds now, really late lurks out of TyLoo, just on the other side of the map.
A good recovery from G2 again. Hunter knew the right angle to hold. And the control that he's got on shelf easily deals with Jamyoung through that smoke. Can ball back and play flash support as well. They actually will Scarpa into Jaguar and through Cave. And now Hooksy's under a little bit of pressure. Mercury running him down with a Tech 9. Drive-by. 4 versus 4.
Yeah,
TyLoo down on B again.
3 bomb plants in 3 rounds. And suddenly, G2 were thrown into another retake boost up as well. ZDR on the off angle with the M4, hoping to spot out Manizzi, and he does.
Nice.
This is quickly turning a little bit sour for G2. Plenty of time here on this retake. They didn't buy a kit again. But I guess it doesn't matter if Nexa's just finding all of the shots immediately, even through the wall. Hunter will now start to stick the digits. Mercury ZDR really trying their best to spam, but none of it is connecting. Mercury potentially could swing. Oh, and he's killing everyone. Mercury saves the round. It's the Tech 9 for TyLoo.
A weaponry advantage.
I really like this call as well. You just send it straight in towards A on an execute because you know the utility is going to be barren, or at least there's going to be a compromise between that and the weaponry. Jamyoung, though, gets absolutely deleted by Manizzi, and now the smokes just provide a safe barrier. And TyLoo, oh, they're actually just going to run through it. Nexa's also in the smoke. Cat and mouse, potentially with the SMGs. Nexa pressed up against a few of them, but can only find the first.
Oh, but the Deagles are here. Nico finds one. And now Mercury, the hero of the previous round, unfortunately, is very stuck. And G2
here rain in the smokes, but it doesn't feel like a commitment whatsoever. Manizzi trying to find this kill, but it's ZDR that actually strikes first on towards Hunter. This was filming to be a B play, but instead they're going to try and wrap through mid, go into Donut, but they need to get past Manizzi, who's in A main. Full blinded though, Kaze will deal with him. The bomb potentially can be put down, especially with that one from Jamyoung.
Holy hell, what a strategy that was from TyLoo. Put pressure outside A, you're balked by a smoke, you have one player making a bit of a fake toward that B bomb site. ZDR still providing kills for main, and you go through mid, through Donut, back to A, not even to the opposite side. I mean, with the time on the clock, that might have been their only choice. They've got to make sure they confirm it now. Nexa's still fighting for this one. He has got a kit this time, has Nexa, but you know, I really think there's definitely no time for this anymore. He's just playing for exits, trying to limit the T economy, and he does well to take Jamyoung. But what a strat that was from TyLoo. Limited by the clock short, which is why they chose what they did.
That's not going to be the case, and a fast play in towards B immediately. TyLoo churned up a little bit by the utility. They nearly line up for Nico, but Jamyoung gets the best of him, and Hooksy can only find one on the Mac 10. Another bomb site barraged by TyLoo.
And another round that Hooksy had to play with the Mac 10. Oh, ZTR's going to lurk this smoke. Oh, the timing. Nexa caught off guard. ZDR's being a bit of a nuisance for G2 in these early stages. We mentioned Advent. We know that his individual level is not up to par. ZDR hasn't really had the numbers either recently. Advent can afford to maybe be a little bit lower in the scoreboard as he's, of course, the leader. Been lots of question marks about whether he should still be on the team. They announced, of course, he was benched and he's back in again. No matter how much searching we do, it's hard to find a definitive answer on what TyLoo's plan is with that.
Terrorists win.
Round 7, and we're evens with G2 on a weird buy.
This buy is a little bit wacky, isn't it? And it's pretty much dismantled instantly. Yeah, there's the rifle.
And it's gone.
They're in mid. Nexa? Maybe a Nexa 5-7 moment in Donut? Not quite. And ZDR is still lurking. And TyLoo just keep enforcing this play. Always one lurker on the extremity, waiting patiently to punish these rotates. And it has caught G2 off on a number of these rounds. They take the lead.
Even when he breaks up in that smoke. And looks like G2 are going to try and respond. Flash coming through. In comes the fight. And Mercury. Oh, he takes both Nico and Hooksy. It's beautiful. Monazy will deal with Mercury. And there is Hunter. Great recovery straight off the bat from G2 just when they were under pressure.
That's them just forcing the issue onto TyLoo. And even though it works out in favor of TyLoo over towards B ramp, this time the players in mid are just cut off. TyLoo looking to reset here. 2 players heading towards that B bomb site. Munacy has now been spotted, but information goes both ways. Hunter can now smoke off cave, and as TyLoo, they'll still continue to burst. The spam doesn't connect whatsoever. So yet again, we're in a situation where G2 have to retake a bomb site. Ouch.
Oh my goodness. Kaze trying just to play the time. But that default position is a bit more wall-bangable than you really think. So it's Advent, of all people, in a 1 versus 3. Can the old Chinese legend run back the clock? Timing peak, perhaps. You can hear the players crossing the angle, and he gives it a go. Fair play on the swing to try and at least catch one and then play behind the cave position. But Munacy deletes it immediately.
And that's something that's really been limited for Munacy. Not yet seen him on the sniper whatsoever. B didn't work out last round, that's fine. They'll go back to A, and Munacy, if he pushes his elbow smoke, he'll have a very quick timing on the flank. ZDR spots one, but can't get the best of Hooksy.
Oh. Hooksy had a... thought he was dead to rights there. ZDR had him locked in that little cubby in lane, but couldn't deal with it. And Munacy is doing exactly what you're saying. This could be pretty tasty. Keep an eye on that mini-map. Keep an eye on his timing. I don't think anyone is questioning that at the moment. G2 is still trying to make noise elsewhere to stop this from being guessed. It's checked at the last second, but just not in time. And he gets a 2-piece. Could even make it 3. It's gorgeous for Munazy. And G2 will retake a 5-4 lead. An interesting position in these rounds. It's often worked out in the early stages. G2 have had to figure them out. And let's see if Nexa can figure them out now. He manages to deal with ZTR. Good timing on the incendiary as well. ZTR goes early, and that's when Mercury pounces. Okay, that's a kill in response. And now he'll go down to Nico, but they have left the equation immediately. They've left Kaze here to try and still sell it. But the bomb is crossing mid, and they're going straight into Munazy. Oh, they're doing it again. Kaze has won the duo and the duel on Nexa. And Hunter has to step up. He only gets the 1. And Nico coming in from CT. You're absolutely right, Brandon. They are doing it again. Nico 1v2. Kaze low. A chance to do something with this. Low HP. Oh, Jamyoung tagged down as well. And now he knows the position of both players. But Jamyoung finds it.
I really like this. You're double faking, but you're also double faking the site that you're actually going to hit in the first place. Hooksy finally taking matters into his own hands, deals with Mercury, ZDR over the top. That's a fantastic double to get.
Yeah, good stuff from Hooksy at the right time. Been a fun opening half, and TyLoo very happy to say it's being kept very competitive here. We just want a close game for the content, for the entertainment. And now we could have some content on our hands here, because Mr. Munazy has his AWP out. TyLoo preparing a Execute with their final 3 players, but the AWP takes point as it so should, and Munazi does it again. Doubles up beautifully. It's down to Jam Young. He should get peeked as that Molotov gets put down. He does remove Hunter. Quick fake. So we've got plenty of time actually to play with these fakes as Jam Young here. But of course, only half health. And G2, there's no need to throw any of their bodies in on this one. AWP will be picked up. Can he save it? The answer is no. They're already there, of course, holding the line, holding the escape, and Nexa takes it. Slow positioning. And oh, you mentioned pop off with the AKs. Nice little boost there. And Kaze just deletes Nico. Not with the weapon we've come to know that Kaze uses over the years. But a lovely catch. It gives them an advantage. Mercury, he once again has Jaguar control, but Hunter and Hooksy are playing this one nicely together. One player up, one player down. This is going to be impossible for Mercury to do much with, even with this, if this flash works out. Oh, I say that. He actually does fantastically well to deal with Hooksy. Usually that's impenetrable, but thankfully, for G2's sake, Munazi is often impenetrable. And once again, they're trying this fake. Through mid, through Donut. And I think ZZR should be able to get this bomb plant ahead of Nexa.
And Nexa's going to have to wait as well. And now we look at Kaze and his positioning over towards Shelf. If he can find Hunter, then this creates a lot of pressure being applied to G2, but it goes the other way. And now the shoe's on the other foot. And notice how all these players are isolated now from TyLoo. Jam Young on an island. ZDR just trapped in Donut with a P250. Time's ticking down. Of course, there's kits on these players, but Jam Young takes the fight. Immediate trade, and now ZDR, they've got to find him. They've got to gut him out of Donut, and they haven't seen him on the bomb site. Hunter turns around and will lock it in. Oh, Munazi will stick the defuse, so just about G2 gets 7-5 as the half rolls over. Hello, what's this? Rather than going towards A, they're heading straight towards B. Advent sees the whole roster of G2 and does a lot of damage. But Hooksy finds the opener. It's IGL and IGL violence, and the dual Berettas can't find anything within the hands of Mercury because Hunter is just taking names.
He can even deal with Jam Young long range now as well. He's hit 1 bullet, which means the dualies from this range probably will be a 1-hit headshot on Jam Young. Flash over the top, spots the second as well. I think he realizes both are there. Yes, he does. He's got this all in the palm of his hand, does Hunter. There's another, looking for a quad kill. ZDR locked in the corner. Munazi looks for a kill for himself, and he'll take it instead. Lovely from G2. Advent getting overrun. Hunter holding in the boxes in mid. Spots the shoulder of Jam Young, and now he'll get rushed down to put a smoke down to defend himself, and actually helped up by Nexa. He does get spammed down in the end by Kaze, but there's Nico getting a couple as well. Nicely done, G2. 4 alive. Nap 10 of Hooksy up close. Mercury will be flashed in. Good reaction. Advent. There's some nice impact there with the flash assist. It's his job on this team to set up his stars. Works out for Mercury. Nico locked behind the Molotov. Almost actually deals with Advent as he hops back behind the site. But a really important opening frag for TyLoo in this opening gun round of the second half.
They've got really good space as well. That they had mids, they've now fallen back off it. ZDR is just jiggling in case the G2 reset and take control. But the smoke in towards elbow is only just fading. So instead, Munazi is going to fight for control in towards Cheetah. But it'll be Nico that claims the lives of both. And that's a really good opportunity now for G2 because they can now throw this into a B execute. And Jam Young is the only player remaining who needs to go big with a multi-kill here.
For Jam Young. Finding Nico would be good. And he actually goes for a swing on timing. Actually works out nicely for him. He deals with Nexa. Would have liked one more. Now this makes it ever more difficult because, of course, Kaze... Oh, okay, here we go. He could be here and could be dealing with Nico at the perfect timing. What is the pathing like for Nico? Oh, he's a lucky boy. Kaze misses the shot, and Nico will be allowed that plant. If that bomb was dropped to the floor, that was round done. Kaze had a chance, couldn't deliver. But there's still a chance for TyLoo to get back into this one. Hunter will have to team up with Nico. That's exactly what he will do. Deals with ZDR nicely, and I think Kaze realizes that there's no point fighting for this anymore. It's crazy, isn't it? Millimeters and fractions in Counter-Strike mean that TyLoo unfortunately can't take their opening gun round, and G2 squeak a 10th and double digits. Yeah.
As you mentioned, fine margins there for TyLoo.
Oh!
Fine margins that they need to try and work with, but Kaze's hit a collat, and that sets up Advent on the P250, but Mercury with the 5-7 still doing some damage. Okay, a 2-on-2. Nexus 40 HP. Kaze, his HP doesn't matter because he's on the AWP. TyLoo could steal this one away.
At this one, if Jamyoung can just somehow get into the action with that CZ, he's got Kevlar. They're now with the bomb down, and with TyLoo allowing G2 to get into some good after-plant positions here. It's going to make it ever harder as the time ticks on. At least they've got that smoke on Jamyoung picked up. He can block off Nexa. A tap on the bomb will come through. Kaze is trying to hold the line, but Manizi's now playing the cubby, and that's so hard to deal with if you're the CZ player. And there goes Kaze. Jamyoung now stuck in the open. Manizi swings, and G2, to be fair to them, in the midst of the madness, they've done well to recover that. Maybe looking to try and get control of B lane, of course, because it's such an important part of the map. If CTs have control of it, you can lock them out, and they didn't realize it was a double setup there between Jamyoung and Mercury. That's actually pretty nice from TyLoo. That little tiny cubby, which we saw Hooksy get a kill from earlier on, of course, on G2, CT half.
You have all this control. Where ZDR has spotted Hunter in towards middle, that's going to keep him rooted for just a couple of extra seconds. I like that Mercury's come over towards Cave because it frees up ZDR to go donut and support Kaze. Munacy on the angle, but Kaze is that little bit faster, and ZDR steps in as well. There's that support network for TyLoo, and it throws it all onto Nexa in a 1-on-4. There's 20 seconds left. It feels like his bell is just about to be rung.
The smoke. A nice little double setup. Advent's actually been forced into Cave, though, and he'll get taken down straight away. Do they check Mercury in the corner? No, they don't, but it's only Hooksy to go down, and Jamyoung tries a quick trade. Gets absolutely demolished by Nico, though.
That's tough.
Got them that 4 alive CT round. DR tries to play aggressive on the timing, but just as he swings, he puts his crosshair in that specific angle is when Munazi takes his head off. Hunter deals with the other one as well, and 21-8 for Hunter, having a great game. You questioned him, and he's delivered straight away. It'll be tougher tests. The series is by no means over yet. Yeah, this first map, I think, is done. 5 versus 2 for G2. Kaze has a kit. He has a flash, but we know what's going to happen with this one. Nexa pushes forward, takes the kill. Kaze's about to get, well, quintuple swung, perhaps. He gets one, and there's the second coming through for Nexa. He deals with it, and G2 take a very comfortable, in the end, 13-6 on Ancient.
I like this double balcony setup, but the thing is, ZDR has been dinked immediately. Hunter going to go toe-to-toe with both of them, and ZDR gets the best of him.
This is what I like from CT Pistols on Inferno. I don't like seeing CT sides play back, play pit, play site, play crossfires. You can just get overrun. It's your last port of call, isn't it? That's why we're playing aggressive, and that is a great clear from Jamyoung. Nico down. Munazi only gets one. The mid flank is very quick, and now Nexa, well, he's stuck. He's got some timing on Mercury, and that's a nice kill to take. But how does he get to the bomb quick enough? 50 seconds. It's now been swarmed by TyLoo. You've got a player in Boiler. He even picked up that smoke as well. It's a little bit erroneous. There's a significant gap in that. And I might give Nexa something to play with. TyLoo need to make sure they don't peek one by one here. Continuing to hold the bomb. Maybe Nexa expecting a long flank. Advent ready to swing off of his teammate's contact. He'll do exactly that and then go back to the same position. This is perfect from TyLoo at the moment. They're not giving Nexa anything. And Nexa's trying his best to force him into the open, and almost by accident, I think he kills Jamyoung there.
Oh, hello. Kaz is lining up a flash, and he's staring at Mercury's monitor, ready for the perfect swing. And, well, it does work out for at least the first. ZDR has now been overwhelmed in towards Boiler, though, and that's the difficulty. Top brackets unlocked for G2, and they're not happy with just that control. With Hooksy taking space over towards Long, he can wrap in towards CT, and this could potentially end B.
Yeah, this is such a power position now for Hooksy. Absolutely perfect. Advent removed. 4 versus 2 for G2. Bummer's actually going back toward the A site, and that is a reaction and a half from Kaze. He does about the maximum he could possibly do there. Fair play. Unfortunately, the A site will be taken. Jamyoung is quite a long way away. He doesn't have a kit. There's no one to pick up. Not sure. If there is, it's worth giving this one a look. Actually, it is here pretty quickly, so he could continue to push on this one. He's got some cash. Incendiary toward Pit. That will force Hooksy into the open. He hears the tag. Now he tries to isolate the doors. He isolates Hooksy. Lovely. But Nico, lots of matches at that level and lots of qualifiers as well. Ancient is the map that now is in favour as the middle ground map that everyone goes to. Whether it's a third map decider or a best of one. Good utility from Advent. A nice little setup in apartments. Kaze, he works it out for 2. That's a lovely play from TyLoo. A lovely change up. Apps pressure. And G2 walk right into it.
That was at the same time that nades were being just thrown down Banana and overwhelming Nico. And off the back of taking the kill, they also take the space, TyLoo. So you kind of funneled G2 into a setup where you have to go into apartments or you have to go towards top brackets. Apps hasn't been contested outside of the pistol round, so G2 think that could be a source of strength. Manassi now would have to have a remarkable ace. This would be a 10 out of 10 if he's able to pull this one off, and that is a great start onto ZDR. Checks for long, and now reveals that Kaze is also in at short. And Kaze doesn't really have to do anything. He can just wait patiently. Manassi is also worried about the flank. What cerebral energy on the server for both of these teams, but it's Manassi that waits patiently yet again. Kaze not extending, a drop of the pistol just to give over some audio, but 30 seconds left. TyLoo are playing this well by not facing Manassi. However, that is a sick jump. Not quite the kill collection, but a fake out on the bomb invites further pressure. Mercury gets the best of him.
It makes you happy. It brings you a joy, and Manassi also felt that clearly on the player cam, and well, Kaze's not going to be feeling much joy after that because he's caught him as Manassi once again. Early 5v4 for G2.
Yeah, edged the smoke and found the opener. And our Hunter knows this orb isn't recoverable because it's right there in front of him. Oh, there you go. Punishes immediately. ZDR up close. That Molly's not going to upset him. So that's a guaranteed trade, and ZDR even follows up for one more. That completely removes this A threat, and that forces G2 in towards B. But TyLoo have rotated. There's no one home. But it might be completely fine because G2 are second-guessing themselves at B.
The battle of rotations on Inferno. It's always... Unfortunately, we get plenty of saves, but this is the bit that's fun to watch. This could be very curious now. Advent, that's a lovely timing peak. He deals with Nico. Hooksy finds one more, but ZDR still lurking around that boiler position. But Manassi, now the boy is in a good position. Jamyoung, does he just shift out when this bomb plant comes down? No, he doesn't. He plays it slow. Smoke will come through, and first flicker attempt is taken. Nade blows open a slight corner of the smoke, but he's just so damn fast, isn't he? Unstoppable, triple kill, clutch.
But no, it was the other way around. ZDR feeling a little bit threatened. Orb still here for Kaze, but the first shot rings out as a miss. In fact, he's the power player. The power player in this round with him and Mercury.
Yeah. Man, as soon as Manassi picked up that orb in the previous round, by the way, I was like, yeah, he's won this. And he's doing more work in the following too. Oh, nice shot from Nexa as well. Mercury down, ZDR tried his best, but Kaze is here, and will try his best. Unfortunately, it's only one before he's forced to fall away. Ape, good to say. Goodness me, it's actually him. I feel like Manassi could be that player. Maybe he even already is that player now. He's 18, and he's already got opponents quaking in their boots whenever he's in a clutch or whenever he's holding an angle.
But I feel like the thing with Manassi is it just feels, when you watch him, it just feels effortless.
Inevitable, right?
Yeah, like everything he does, boost up, see you later. There's your orb dealt with, and now it's Advent trying to wield his magic stick.
There's a world.
This is a very curious round, and I really, again, like this from G2, because it's the first instance in which they've sort of established, oh, nice shots coming in. We'll come back to that in a moment, because, I mean, they're just completely clearing up TyLoo.
And a bit more aggressively this time. Like he wanted actually to take a duel, but he'll fall back behind those smokes for now, and they'll take top mid instead. Hooksy, oh my goodness, what a spin on Kaze. They're running riot now, Brand. It's probably how TyLoo feel at the moment. I don't think Jamyang is too long for this world. What can he do? Can he fight? Great first on Nico, but there comes Nexa. And Advent, he only got the PT50, he has got Kevlar to save, but they're going to be hunting him down, and there he goes. It's 7-3 to G2. Preparing it now, 25 seconds, in we go, and Hunter will take first point. Second orange is who he has to face, and actually Advent does a fantastic job. He's taken down both Hunter and Nico. There we go, Advent. That's what we want to see. Nexa will get tagged up by Kaze Zorp. Pistol pulled out, has to strafe away. And 8 seconds on the clock. How on earth did G2 find a plant? The answer is they probably don't. One kill will come through, but there's ZDR, and there is Mercury. And there is TyLoo's fourth. Fun team to watch. Can they fight fire with fire? They're going to use that flash to the best of their ability, but doesn't actually work out. G2 do a good job of shifting away from it. So ZDR decides to take matters into his own hands. Nexa will go down as he aggresses into the boiler position and actually escapes through the apps. So 5v4 for TyLoo, 50 seconds. It's like G2 haven't really made a decision exactly what they want to do just yet, and with Jamyang taking Hooksy, that makes it ever more difficult.
Such a sick angle, that one. Just on top of the letterbox, you can line your head up with the flower pot, and it's really difficult to kind of adjust in time before you're able to take anyone out. Hooksy going back to the scene of the crime over towards Long. That's where he's been finding a lot of success, but that's been accounted for by TyLoo. Mercury will get the best of Manassi as well. This potentially is going to be a 7-5 half, and it really does feel that way. Mercury locks it in. TyLoo scramble and recover rounds at the very end. It's another 7-5 half. They might even wrap to B here. I don't think they're going to walk through this smoke. Yeah, okay, it's a clear wrap on towards CT. Never mind, they're running through the smoke. They change their mind again instantly, and Manassi's just right behind them, but they're jumping everywhere. It's so difficult to hit the hitboxes at the back of the head, and Jamyang carves open Hunter at the bare minimum. He wants more on towards Nico as well. It's a 4-on-4 retake until Manassi steps in and deals with 2. This is so chaotic, and Kaze on the bomb site has also just found a double. What is happening? Nico, Kaze now can butt heads at the base of this bomb site, and it's Nico to deliver the killing blow. So much happened there. I wanted to give it to you, and then all the kills came back in a matter of moments.
Mate, I don't. It was fun. It was fun to watch. I didn't mind in the slightest. What a round. And that's just funny how pistol rounds can work, right? Watching Manassi, he's got, here we go, 3 kills in the side perhaps, and he can't connect on the second at all. And then that's when he reactivates, resets, gets a fresh reload. He's going to hit 2 taps here, 1 and 2. Look at that. Clean as anything. And it's 3 Galils and 2 Mac 10s.
That was wild. And I'd say that's exactly what I was asking for. When TyLoo are entering onto Inferno, make it crazy. We saw that cool like Western clip as well, where it was like, oh, give us some nostalgia, make some memories, TyLoo, and they've got the chance to potentially do it. Manassi, full blind, of course, that doesn't phase him, and suddenly the cleanup crew is here for G2. Advent, quick switches, and that completely costs him his life. Kaze now staring down the barrel of a 1-on-4, but can't get past the MP9. It's G2 that now create an even bigger buffer against TyLoo.
And that puts the opening nail in the coffin. And the first G of the GG will be wrote. Jamyang. Oh, see ya, Nico. Oh, Manassi's got an incendiary as well. This could be round ending for TyLoo. He's priming to throw it in exactly the right spot at the right time. 22 seconds left in the round. In it goes. He does have to be wary of this apps pop, though. And actually, don't ask me how he hits a dink on ZDR, but ZDR still takes him down. And that should be round over. That is actually well judged from TyLoo. I was worried that Incendiary would put pay to all their plans, and Manassi was able to multi-frag, but only a dink this time. And they will get their opening gun round here. But they're going to leave it for now. They do have an HE lineup as well if they want to use it. That's on the other side of the map, so not going to happen for now. And there we go, and as he does catch him jumping away. That's one of those HEs down.
This is tough,
seconds.
TyLoo.
I know it's tough.
You invested so much time to get Jamyoung out of that corner, and now instead you're just lining up utility and hoping that you draw a rotation away. But 15 seconds is when they enter top brackets. Sure, you've got rid of Hunter, but you still just get past Pit and Mini Pit. This is really fine, I feel like. However, the molly goes in, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're right. Hit the nail on the head. No time. Nico and Nexa combine and take 3 players for the price of 1.
Yeah, that's a weird one from TyLoo.
Oh no. Don't let Butter see on this angle, because he will just wallbang you out the server. There's a good find on towards Advent.
Taking peeks toward long, Mercury giving a look. Fortunately for Jamyoung, he's very low. They are actually shifting the bomb back now toward Munazi, but that's a swing and a half. Unfortunately, it's Mr. Hooksy. Oh, he gets 2. They actually do a double take there, and Hooksy almost took all 3. But the call comes quick, unfortunately, for TyLoo. And ZDR is in a 1 versus 3. Plenty of time for him to get the bomb planted and repositioned, but he's got Hunter and Nico hand in hand in Banana ready to face. Finds 1 and the second. Hang on a moment. 45 health still intact. Nexa looking to swing, and ZDR. That's a round to remember in Malta for him. He keeps TyLoo shouting about their form. So if TyLoo are able to take this one, there's a small chance. They're going to be going straight in toward B. Jamyoung sees the first on the fountain, trying to deal with him, and does. Nico is stuck, needs a multi-frag. He finds 1, somehow finds 2. He just holds down mouse 1 and gets another headshot. 3 versus 3. Does that set up G2 for a retake attempt?
I mean, look, if they go now, ZDR is so far removed from the fight. And he was the bane of G2's existence in the previous. So if they're able to conquer the bomb site, then suddenly, well, it could have been a little bit more interesting. ZDR falling there, the timer's not far gone, but I feel like the G2 are pretty much committed to this save. So it makes a lot of sense with the economy running so thin, as you highlighted. So TyLoo will go up towards 8 rounds. G2 at the very least will save 3 rifles, which is pretty decent for them. They're also hunting just in case they can get rid of Kaze and Mercury on the way out, which would be very beneficial to them.
Yeah, that's smart. They're going to limit TyLoo here pretty significantly.
If they win this, yes. If they don't win this round, there's no hope.
I know. Let's see. Nexa, double setup on the balcony. That's a great play, actually. Playing the bait setup, and Kaze, hello.
Just resolve, and their resilience in this game has been fantastic. Nearly losing their life there, and still potentially could. This corner might be overlooked. Okay, Kaze. ZDR dies to the bomb explosion. Munazi doesn't want to get... Won't.
We know on his day he can basically take down an entire server. Molotov is spreading, he's actually forcing himself forward, and Jamyoung's done it again. That's the second time he's gone straight up against Munazi in these recent rounds, and he's removed one of the biggest threats. God damn. I can let you guys know as well that Falcons and Mongols are going to get to a 3rd map right now. Falcons have taken map 2. That's another lovely tap from Jamyoung. Takes down Nico, reacts for Hooksy. Triple for Jamyoung. Any Jamyoungers in chat?
Certainly Jamyoung Enjoy will be there, I'm guaranteeing. It's just been fantastic. I feel like what's been the key to TyLoo's success is just the pace changes. We saw in that previous round, you said it was pack-based mentality, but it was also instantaneous. And this round follows the same suit, except the activation point on all of the players bundling in towards B is waiting for mistakes out of G2. Nexa, well, thought about the ninja. It's not happening, especially with 10 seconds, but you are trying to at least contain some of these players and lock them into the bomb site. Nico and Hooksy, a lot of damage done to Jamyoung, which softens them up potentially for an early casualty, and Hooksy will deliver it. That's a really good adjustment.
Yeah, that's a big opening. G2 have not been able to get those in the last few rounds. Oh, and Manazi could be in position here. If TyLoo look to shift their way back toward mid, the utility is being prepared. Minute to go. And he's ready to pounce. Mercury will have that Molotov Prime. That will clear up, of course, the underback position. Oh, it's glorious, but maybe a little bit too greedy there for Manazi, actually. The flick on the first is so good, but Hunter, hello. Oh, he turns around and he almost gets spooked. Now they have to try and clear him out. And he's so blinded up, but he still gets them all. What is that from Hunter? What a wild round, and the grins on faces. I can't believe the right click flash actually there is absolutely perfect as well. Does the most he can possibly do in the cubby. Makes his play sing, and it's beautiful.
And I feel a little bit emboldened by it. Hunter's even aggressed in towards mid off the back of the smoke. And Manazi will take the first contact, and Hunter strikes on towards Jam Young. It feels like now we're at the beginning of the end, and all of this good work from TyLoo has been undone by some hero moments from both Manazi and Hunter. Mercury will at least get rid of one of the threats. Hooksy steps in and deals with ZDR. And we are in a 3-on-2. This is still very winnable for TyLoo, especially because I anticipate Hooksy to come back round the corner, but he delivers with one more. Advent thrown into the clutch. It's not happening. It's G2 who get over that stumbling block. It's scary, though.